Welcome back to the Gauntlet of Greatness. I have before me one of the original control decks. This is Counterpost. It's one of the decks I cut my teeth on, quite frankly. You know, Aaron DeCunio and Eric Lauer teaching me about card advantage. The post in question is Keldjorn Outpost. So when Alliances came out, Force of Will is obviously the most famous card, and you know what? I've got 4 of those. But Outpost just gave control decks the ability to make an endless supply of 1/1 soldiers. I mean, it's a little expensive by modern standards. You have to sack a land, and then it still costs 2 and tap. But you're able to just make guys, blind their guys until you sweep the board with Wrath of God. You've got, you know, a ton of counterspells, and this is back when counterspells were super efficient. And then, you know, the Plowshares can mop up in a pinch. Brainstorm, this is sort of the first real Brainstorm deck. Their fetch lands hadn't been printed yet, but you know what we did get to play with? Thawing Glaciers. So good. This is just incremental advantage and get ahead and get a little bit ahead. And if you're not dying, if you're trading cards 1-for-1 with your opponent, then you are getting ahead. So let's see what happens. We're going to play this against a Faeries deck. A little bit of a more modern take on control. Do we not have a match? There we go. Nope, not the jar deck. I want Counterpost deck. Faeries deck is the 2 seed in this group. Counterpost is the 4 seed. I mean, I don't think this is the best deck in the history of the world, but we'll find out. It certainly should be a fun one to play either way. Well, I've got a spike. I've got a couple impulses. Sure, I'm keeping. I mean, it should be a control-on-control fight, right? I mean, I feel like the fact that all his fairy shenanigans happen at instant speed is good. And I mean, Bitter Blossom could be a beating for me. I don't have a lot of answers to Bitter Blossom, but see what happens. Usually you want to make sure that the other guy runs out of lands before you in a control fight. I do have impulses, which I suspect I will wind up using for lands here, just to keep going. I mean, what I'd love to find is an outpost. A Thawing Glaciers. Especially with the 2 Brainstorms in my hand. I'll probably sit on those and wait. Yeah, he's got Secluded Glen, so blue and black mana, as long as he reveals a fairy card. Yeah, there's a lot of good Faeries decks running around. I went back, you know, looking at Pro Tour lists and Nationals lists, and, you know, Paula Vitor, the top 8 at Worlds, Anti-Malin won Worlds with a Fairy deck, Cheon had a US Nationals top 8. It's actually the Zach Hill list from Hollywood. It seemed like it was at the point, sort of deepest into the Standard format, where Standard was as big as possible and the list was as big as possible. And Faeries was around for 2 years, so even picking which year, like, you could argue, you know, for different points of time in Standard. But yeah, it's the Zach Hill list from Hollywood is the one that I wound up actually using. All right, I'll leave for spike. Oh, he suspended Ancestral Edition, so that's what's going on. Yeah, just pop that out. Don't forget about it. Now, if he taps out for Bitter Blossom, which seems like a totally reasonable thing for him to do, we can get him with the 4 spike. What's he revealed? Now he does have a Bitter Blossom. He's revealed Bitter Blossom and Scion of Una. He's going to go for the Bitter Blossom. This is kind of how I thought this was going to play out. No Bitter Blossom for you. I don't have the 2nd blue mana, though. Can't actually represent a counterspell. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a great matchup for Wrath of God. I mean, good card, obviously pretty key to the way the deck worked. And I mean, the Standard at the time was basically creature decks and control decks. There basically weren't combo decks. Oh god, Mutavault is going to be a giant beating for me. What do I do about Mutavault? That seems better than my Keldjorn Outposts, huh? Show me Thawing Glaciers. I'll settle for Island. Definitely interested in finding the Thawing Glaciers. And getting some of these Wrath of Gods back into my deck. I mean, I might need one to clean up some Faeries. But let's see. Mutavault's going to be a problem. I need to find an outpost and make a couple of guys to deal with Mutavault. I don't think I have much else to deal with Mutavault. I mean, I even have a Disenchant, but that doesn't work either. Oh, Swords of Plowshares. Right. It's basically just a Mishra's Factory. This deck had to deal with Mishra's Factory. Wow. He's not going to bother attacking. Alright, I'm going to keep impulsing. Come on, Thawing Glaciers! Yes! Ooh, and counterspell. Oh, this feels good. This is some serious nostalgia for me. Where are we? Is he picking a fight on my end step? Yeah. Whatever. 1/1 flyer. You can have a 1/1 flyer. What I do not want you to have is an Ancestral Recall. I mean, I'm probably going to lose this counter fight, but I'm going to have to let him. I mean, I have to fight it, right? I can't just... Oh, I even lose it to Spell Stutter. Can I mop up with Wrath of God? I don't know. I can't just let him draw 3. Right? I have to hope he can't stop this. But yeah, there's Spell Stutter. Oh man, if I had a Swords to Plowshares for the Scion. Exciting. My Mutavault. Like blue mana, I could actually brainstorm to hide cards from that. This hand's not actually vulnerable to Thoughtseize, though. Yeah, he takes one of my Wraths, but he's going to ship the turn without the ability to fight the other one. I think I just need to clean those up. I was kind of wondering if I was supposed to do a Brainstorm Thawing Glacier's turn, but he's hitting me for decent damage. The Scion even pumps up the Mutavaults. Scion pumping up Mutavaults is annoying enough. Alright, yeah, I just Wrath, I think. Now what, Mutavaults can hit me for 4 down to 9. Then I can start with the Brainstorm Thawing Glacier shenanigans. Tapped out, though. Mutavault's not the end of the world. He's got 4 cards in his hand. No reason to do anything on my turn. May as well get max information before I do anything. He's, of course, just going to keep chipping away with the Mutavaults. Can't blame it. Alright. See if we can find a Swords to Plowshares. He's tapped out, right? I was expecting to put back the Force Spike with the Brainstorm. None of those actually help. Disenchant. Still not an artifact creature, are you? Disenchant guards against some future Bitter Blossom. Probably keep the Dissipate and then Brainstorm again immediately. Sounds right. Oh, Thaw and then Brainstorm. Right? I think this is worth taking a damage for. Maybe not. Oh, Navigator's Disc. And an Outpost. Wow. This is tight. I'm gonna wind up drawing all of these. Which seems fine. Oh. Except I'm at 3. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I can play both the disc and the outpost. I could have tapped that better and wound up with making the guy in combat, but it doesn't really matter. Definitely not in a good spot. If he can deal with my soldier, then he just wins with the 2 Mutavaults. I'm hoping I can chump a Mutavault, and then, yeah. Nothing I can do about that. Now he just wins with the Mutavaults. It's kind of a cool game. Kind of an old school throwback game. Can the counterpost deck get control? And he got off a draw 3. My draw was okay, but I was essentially behind the whole time, digging for answers. I didn't get to draw extra cards. I mean, I got to do a little bit of brainstorming at the end. But he did get to draw 3 extra, so I don't know. Faeries deck might just be the better control deck here. That's certainly how it's seated. Political Trickery is cute. You can actually Political Trickery using a Thawing Glaciers. So Political Trickery lets you exchange control you have for you have. Well, if the land that you have is a Thawing Glacier, which you've already activated and are planning to pick back up again, then you get their land for free. I think a couple of those is actually decent. The Mutavaults are quite good here. I don't think the circles do anything. Gerard's Wisdom isn't awful. Well, it's not good though. I mean, I think I have to play this as a control fight. I don't think he has anything I need to disenchant. Oh, I mean Bitter Blossom. Sure, resolve Bitter Blossom, but I have the discs. He sideboards in another Thoughtseize. Dignations aren't super relevant. I think it's a control fight. I gotta load up for a control fight. I don't even know if these discs are maybe better than Wrath of Gods. The Wrath of Gods. Yeah, I have too much creature kill. The fact that the discs sweep away the Bitter Blossoms mean I don't have to run Disenchants. Maybe I just run 1 Disenchant in case. I don't have any more anti-control tools here, do I? I'm not gonna do the Steel Golem beatdown plan, I don't think. It's not awful, but I am leaving in discs. I am gonna need to sweep the board from time to time. Alright. See what happens. Yes, I want to go first. a Trickery, a Disc, and 5 lands? It's pretty bad. I mean, I can force something, but I mean, I guess it's better than the last one. I don't think I go down to 5. Maybe I was supposed to keep 5 lands, a Trickery, and a Disc. If one of them had been a Thaw, I definitely would have kept it. Just he's capable of coming out pretty quick. I don't know. We'll try this. Easy to say. I should have kept my 7 when I don't like my 6, right? Sure. Wow, Thoughtseize seems insane. I'm putting no pressure on his life total. We're playing this control and control fight. That card seems pretty insane in the matchup. Sure. Takes the 1 Force of Will, which turns off my other Force of Will. Better Blossom. Why not? You basically have to resolve this disc. I have a blue card for the Force, so I just need a 4th land. Resolve the disc. He knows it's coming. Yeah, he knows the disc is coming, so I'm sure he's going to set up to try to counter it. I do have the blue card to go with the Force of Will. He doesn't know about that. Conclave, not bad. Another reason to enjoy my political trickeries. Just don't know if I'm going to have time, though. Damn, the land. Awkward. Yeah, things happen slower in 1996. I think that's part of what we're learning. Not sure this counterpost deck can keep up. No Conclave. Can't sweep that one away with a disc. I'll take 1. I mean, it's not a catastrophe that I have whiffed on land these 2 turns. Now I'm going to take 2 plus probably 2 from the Mutavault. Kind of really want the land next turn, especially since the disc comes into play tapped and essentially takes a turn to blow up the world. I'm going to take 4 here, 5 next turn. Would really like a 4th land. 4th land, please. Thank you. Oh, there's an Ancestral Visions. I didn't know about that. Middlehaven is oddly annoying. Yeah. Now I'm taking 6. I assume he's going to tap Pendlehaven. Cool. Deals with Mutavault. course, he's not going to send in the Mutavault. Gonna tap your Pendulate. Now would be the time. Alright, fine. Blow up the disc. He's got 5 cards in his hand. Can't be good for me. I could brainstorm, but I have no reshuffle. Fine. At least I'm thinking one deeper. Well, found an island. What am I doing? Do I just run out of disc here? I get hit by Mutavault if I do that. I don't think I want to tap out for disc. Hopefully he attacks into my plow. Do I need to fight that while he's... Well, he can still spell... Wait, how does this mana work? It's blue now, so he can spell Stutter Sprite. That's annoying. I mean, I'm still better off trying to kill him now. No advantage to letting him untap. Like I said, I let him spend... If he does have spell Stutter Sprite, he then gets to untap the mana, but alright, no spell Stutter Sprite. Great. Yep. I can't do anything clever to break this up, can I? I mean, I can force a will to click. I feel like I should be able to do something clever with force a will, but it's like I just want the plow to resolve first. I can't let this happen. Well, we got to untap. I have a counterspell. He's out of creature lands. He's at 3 cards in hand. Ancestral Visions is about to resolve, so I'm going to try to counterspell it. If that works, we might actually be in this game. Still the suspend ability on the stack, right? Yes. Nice. Fine, another one. Worry about that later. Okay. I mean, it's just time to run out of disc. And I hope I get... I hope nothing too bad happens while I'm tapped out. I'm bluffing Force Spike. I'm not tapped out. Another Force Spike actually does anything on this board. What are you going to do? No fairies in his hand. Good to know. Right. That actually hits for 2, doesn't it? Blow it up all by itself. Cool. The only question is, do I brainstorm? to kill that Scion. Like, I'll take one, but I'm not going to take two. I think that's where my line is. This way he can't play anything. There's probably nothing he's going to play post-combat anyway. Fine. Do I blow the disc and then play another disc? Is that how I spend my mana this turn? A lot to be said for it. I mean, I think so. Because next turn I'm going to want to brainstorm into hopefully an Ancestral Visions answer. Don't know if this is going to resolve. No. Rune Snag. You got me. Cannot pay 2. Man, no Thawing Glaciers. It's been annoying here. Ugh, Conclave. Alright, Ancestral Visions is about to go off, and it's only going to take 2 Conclave hits to kill me. Other than that, though, oh man, if I could hardcast Force of Will, but then I would die to Fairy Conclave, because I'm at 3. Can I afford to pitch to stop Ancestral Visions? I don't think I could pitch to stop it. Huh. Oh, Brainstorm doesn't do any. Ugh. I think I Brainstorm. I think I just have to let the Ancestral Visions resolve. Huh. Yeah, still no reshuffles. Do not like my chances in this game. Yeah, I'm just not sure that the counterpost deck can compete with Faeries. There's not enough raw card advantage. I mean, impulses and brainstorms, sure, but the actual card advantage is mostly coming from. What is he up to? Oh, he's going to champion. Which kills me, so. Oh, did he tap out for it? Sweet. Oh, that doesn't work. Addercar wastes. I get it either way. If I pitch to Force, I also take 1. Stupid Addercar wastes. Death via Painland. So sad. I'm sure I would die to the Ancestral Visions also. Cool match. I don't think I remembered how little raw card advantage this deck had. It's just like Brainstorms. With Thaw. Alright. Score 1 for Faeries. Faeries wins a match. Counterpost. Not looking great, but we'll see what happens the rest of the way. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Gauntlet of Greatness. Be back with more matches next week.